He stands. The forge burns around him, the fire crackling like the whispers of the ancient gods. His stone body, carved from the very heart of the earth, remains still, unwavering. The world shifts and changes, but he endures. His form is etched with the scars of time, cracks that speak of countless eons spent in creation and destruction. His eyes, though stone, burn with the fire of the forge, a fire that never fades, a flame that sustains the cosmos. In the heat of the flame, he is both the maker and the destroyer, the god of fire and forge, of creation and annihilation. Yet in his stillness, in the silence of his presence, there is power beyond words, beyond actions. He does not need to move to command the forces of nature. His will is as unyielding as the stone that shapes the very world around him. The molten lava flows like rivers of blood, carving the landscape beneath him. The mountains tremble, the ground shakes, but he remains unmoved. He is the foundation upon which all things are built, the unshakable force that gives birth to life through the fire of his forge. The world may burn, but he stands, unyielding, unbroken. His hands, though made of stone, have shaped the very world, the weapons of gods, the armor of heroes, the tools of creation, all forged in the heat of his eternal fire. He has seen the rise and fall of empires, the birth of stars, the death of worlds. And yet, through it all, he remains, the God who does not move, but whose presence is felt in every breath of the universe. He is the silence in the heart of the storm, the stillness that controls the fury of the flame. He is both the creator and the destroyer, the spark that ignites the heavens and the earth. His eyes, deep and infinite, do not blink. They see the beginning and the end of all things. They see the spark of creation, the rise of civilizations, the fall of gods. And yet, there is no sorrow in his gaze. There is no joy. There is only the knowledge that all things are born of fire and will return to it. He is the keeper of that fire, the God who wields the flame that shapes the universe. And though the flame may burn bright, it is his will, his presence, that keeps it alive. The forge roars with power, the sound of metal clashing with fire. Sparks fly into the air, dancing like the souls of the ancient gods. Yet he does not move. His hands are steady, his gaze unwavering. He does not need to rush. The world will bend to his will. The fire will burn as long as he wills it, and the stone will shape itself into whatever form he chooses. He is the master of creation, the God who commands the very forces of nature. And through it all he stands, unshaken, unbroken. The mountains tremble as the volcano erupts, the sky crackling with lightning, the earth trembling with the fury of creation. But he stands firm. He is the stone that does not crack, the fire that does not die. The world may burn around him, but he remains untouched. His presence is a calm in the storm, a force that holds the universe together even as it falls apart. He does not need to act. His very being shapes the world. His silence is louder than any roar, his stillness more powerful than any action. Through the fire and the smoke, through the storms and the lightning, he remains. The God of the forge, the God of creation, the God who is both the beginning and the end. He is the force that shapes the world, the fire that sustains it, the stone that holds it together. And as the universe burns around him, as the stars fade and the planets crumble, he will remain. The fire may die, the stone may crack, but he will endure. For he is the eternal God, the one who never moves but whose presence shapes everything. In his eyes there is no fear, there is no anger, there is only the quiet knowledge that all things are born of fire and will return to it. He is the master of that fire, the God who shapes the universe with the flames of his forge. And as long as the fire burns, as long as the stone stands, he will remain. Unyielding, unbroken, eternal. The forge will burn, the mountains will tremble, the stars will fade, but he will stand. The God of the forge, the God of creation, the God of fire and stone. His presence is the silence of the universe, the stillness that holds all things together. He is the flame that never dies, the stone that never cracks. And through it all, he remains, the eternal God, the God of the forge. In the heart of the earth, where fire and stone meet, there stands a God, unwavering, unmoved by time and turmoil. He is the God of the forge, the master of creation, the one who shapes the very fabric of the universe with the heat of his flames. His body, carved from stone, is marked by the scars of countless eons spent in the fire of creation. His hands, though made of stone, have shaped the heavens and the earth. He stands, as the volcano erupts behind him, molten lava flowing like rivers of fire, but he does not move. His stone form is steady, his gaze unbroken. He has seen the birth of stars and the death of worlds, yet he remains, the God of fire, the God of creation, the God who does not act, but whose presence alone shapes all things. His silence speaks louder than any roar, his stillness more powerful than any movement. In the heat of the forge, where metal bends and burns, where weapons of gods are made, he remains the unyielding force that controls the fire. His eyes, though stone, burn with an eternal flame, a flame that sustains the cosmos, a fire that fuels creation and destruction alike. And yet, despite the fury of the flames, he stands unmoved, unbroken. His power is not in his actions, but in his very being. He is the fire that creates, and the stone that endures. The forge roars with power, the sound of metal meeting flame, the clash of creation and destruction. Sparks fly, embers drift into the air, and yet he does not flinch. He does not hurry. Time may pass, the stars may burn out, but he remains the same. The fire may burn hotter, the mountains may crumble, but he stands still, unshaken by the passage of time. His presence is the calm in the storm, the stone that holds the world together even as it crumbles. In the distance, the sky cracks open, and thunder rumbles like the voice of the gods themselves. The earth shakes, and the heavens tremble, yet he remains unfazed. His gaze pierces the very heart of creation, his eyes filled with the knowledge of all that has come before and all that will come after. He is the master of time, of fire, of creation. He does not need to act. He simply is. His silence holds the universe together. His stillness is the foundation of all things. He has shaped the weapons of gods, the armor of heroes, the tools of creation. His hands have forged the world itself, and yet he does not move. His presence is the weight of the universe, the force that binds everything together. The gods may act, the mortals may create, but he remains the silent force that holds it all together. His stone body is a monument to the eternal power of creation, the fire that burns without end, the stone that does not crack. The lava flows, the mountains tremble, the earth is shaped by his hand, yet he remains still. His form is a pillar of strength, the foundation upon which all things are built. His gaze is the eye of the storm, unblinking, unyielding. He is the fire that never dies, the stone that never cracks. The world may burn, but he will endure. The forge may rage, but he remains unmoved. The flames may consume everything around him, but he is the fire that sustains them, the stone that guides them. In the heart of the earth, where fire and stone meet, there is a God who does not move, a God who does not speak, a God whose presence shapes the world without a single action. He is the master of creation, the God of the forge, the God who stands unwavering through the rise and fall of worlds. He is the flame that burns without end, the stone that holds all things together. And through it all, he remains the God who simply is. His silence speaks louder than any roar. His stillness is the force that shapes the universe. In his presence, all things find their place. He is the fire that creates, the stone that endures. And though the stars may fade and the worlds may fall, he will remain. For he is the God of the forge, the God of fire, the God of creation, the eternal witness to the birth and death of worlds. As the fire burns, as the stone cracks, as the world turns, he stands. The God of the forge, the God of fire, the God who is both the beginning and the end. And through it all, he remains, unbroken, unyielding, eternal.